How about now? Audio working now? If the still can't hear me. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Testing. Okay, we're good. All right, looks like we're having some microphone issues. It's okay. We'll go with the, oh, I know why. I think our battery died on our mic. Hopefully now it'll work. One more message if we're good. I'm going to assume we're good. All right, let's try that again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the world today. 2025 is here. We're settling in. Got some really fun statistics to look at today as we start 2025. They're the first real market statistics of the year because we're not looking at a week during Christmas, a week during New Year's. So the first full weeks, we're going to look at those. Been a great week. Went to WFG National Title's annual market forecast with Noah Blanton, and he shared enough information to make your head explode. 2 hours of very detailed, very local slides of market information. So we're going to take a look at a couple of those if we have time. Don't want to put everyone back to sleep this morning, but we'll look at a couple of those. And then we're going to look at some houses. I've changed my search criteria last week and this week. I've looked at, for homes for the live stream, I've looked for homes that were listed in the last 7 days. And there's a reason for that. I think 2025 is going to be kind of an unprecedented, very interesting year for our housing market, especially here locally. As we get closer to the buying season, what are homes doing? Are homes selling quickly? Are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a seller's market? What are true values? What are true values of homes that are being listed? So I want to look at homes that are newly listed, at least for the first couple weeks. As we wait for a few more people to join us, out at the coast again, I had one of the best clam digs I've ever had last night. Clamming is one of those special things that we get to do here in the Northwest for razor clams, and it was, keep in mind, it's January 10th yesterday. I was clamming in jeans and a sweatshirt. It was probably 45 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful sunset. We knocked out our clams in 45 minutes. It was awesome. All right, I'm switching microphones, guys. Sorry about that. Having some battery issues. Don't know how much you got. Hopefully you heard my clamming story. If not, too bad. Okay, our audio should be back up. But interest rates, okay? Interest rates are hot topic right now. I titled this live stream Interest Rate Forecast or Interest Rate Predictions for 2025. We are back at pre-election levels. Okay, we're kind of at a high point with interest rates. All the interest rates we use on the My Mortgage Hound live stream come from this website, Mortgage News Daily. This is my go-to website for all things interest rates. Very trusted, very unbiased. They're not a mortgage company. So you can get a really accurate national average on interest rates. Last week we were at 7.1. We have ticked up to 7.24. We are approaching the highest rates we've seen since COVID. since the pandemic was over. Okay. 7.24 are government loans, FHA 6.55, VA 6.57, jumbo loans anything over 802,000. 7.42. But yeah, there's a lot of great articles on here. If you want to know why interest rates are ticking up, they're very easy to digest. I recommend checking them out. That's Mortgage News Daily. I should turn my audio off and on more often to get more engagement and chat. Okay, let's take a look at some data here. So every time a real estate agent opens a lockbox on a house, that data is collected. In the state of Washington last week, we saw shopping activity up 31%. Keep in mind, and in Oregon up 52%. Keep in mind that the 2 weeks prior to this were Christmas and New Year's. So we saw a big drop. And if we compare this week to this week last year, we're actually a little bit slower on the home shopping. I obviously expect that to tick up. And really tick up when we see rates come back down below 7%. We saw a bump in lockbox activity, shopping activity at the beginning of December after the election when interest rates dropped quite a bit. And if we go back to September, we see activity peak here, September, October, when the Feds did their rate cut, the Fed fund rate cut. Okay, for Clark County, Southwest Washington, new listings, 126. That's up 152%. But keep in mind, we had a big drop in new listings over the holidays, like significant, more than just it's the holiday season. And we're still upside down. Okay, we added 126 new listings. But we put 139 homes, up 69%, into contract. So even though these numbers look good, they're not. 126 new listings we sold. We put 139 into contract, 119 sold. As we go into spring, as we get closer to spring, home affordability is going to be impacted by these numbers and interest rates, and they're correlated. So it'll be really interesting. We're going to watch it very closely as we get into the first quarter of the year. All right. Let's look at some slides while we wait for a few more people to join us. To show you guys as we get into this year. Good morning, Nathan. Here are some slides that were in the presentation I went to this week, and I found this one to be pretty interesting. I know that's probably hard to read. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here. This is pending sales, so homes that have gone into contract month by month. The yellow column on the far right is 2024, the gray column is 2023, and the red column is 2022, blue column is 2021. What I want to show you here is if we look, the beginning of last year, our pending sales were much lower than in 23 and 22. Okay, and as we get through the summer, we have a little bit of pickup, kind of starts to flatten out, and then look here, September. This is when we had our first Fed rate cut. We saw pending sales for the first time in the year really excel over 23, but also 2022. And then we see that again in October, November, and December. So this kind of demonstrates or shows how we could possibly be at the bottom of our supply and demand, right? Where we're going to start to see this market turn, especially if and when home affordability starts to improve. And we can see that just in a Fed rate cut in an election, we can see pending sales start to outperform the previous 2 years. So that was a really good chart. I might throw some more of these in as we get through our stream today, but that really kind of shows where our market's headed. All right. If you guys are looking for a good new podcast with the intentions of supporting somebody local, Nathan Gans has a great podcast. If you can, Nathan, throw your podcast in the chat so everyone can check it out. Okay. For those regular viewers, we have the White House report. Right before the election, we looked at some homes that were all white and compared them. I'm taking one of those homes and we're looking at interest rates week over week. So you can see here before the election, we were at 6.62. This is a $535,000 house using FHA financing. Interest rate 6.62, payment of $4,009. After the Saturday after the election, we dropped to 6.45. saving us $58, $59 a month on our payment. So you can kind of see how interest rates impact your payment. But look at this, December 7th, 6.12. We hit the lowest point of interest rates, saving us $172 a month. Look at the impact in such a short amount of time, from December 7th to January 11th. So 5 weeks later, interest rates have clicked back up to pre-election levels at 6.55. We're still saving $24, but look, we lost $160, $150 in savings payment-wise in just 5 weeks. And this is why I am really following interest rates closely. We're going to continue looking at this property week over week, especially after January 20th, see where interest rates go. But this demonstrates home affordability and how it correlates with our lockbox reports, our shopper activity reports, our pending sales reports. We're going to see these spikes go with interest rates, guys, as we go throughout the year. So timing, how hard you want to be on negotiating your offer, when you want to jump in the market. This will kind of be an indicator. Okay. I'm going to go out of order. We're going to start in Florida. Troy will agree with me. Florida is one of the hottest markets in Vancouver. It's got some of the best schools in the state. Really good neighborhood. Very highly desirable. Every week Gavin Huckins sends over the market statistics. He also sends me over these statistics. These are neighborhood specific. So as we go into look at a property, we want to look at the statistics not just in the county, state, but we want to look at statistics in a specific neighborhood. Camas may have 4 months of inventory. Ridgefield may have 20 days of inventory. So that's really going to change our strategy of how we're going to negotiate, what kind of offers we're going to submit. I'm working with a client right now, and he's determined to offer 20% less on every house. So he's writing lots of offers right now. If that is your strategy, Florida is not the neighborhood for you. All right, you want to look at a neighborhood that has a slower market, that has more inventory, that's sitting for longer. Right? So that's why it's really important to be working with a good real estate agent like Troy or Gavin to kind of help you understand what you can get away with in negotiating. So in Florida, there's currently 49 homes for sale. Average days on the market is 170. The newest listing was on Thursday. In the last 3 months, I don't know how accurate these are because I bet you there's been more than 8 home sales in the last 3 months. Average days to sell 17. That is low. Okay. These are some newly listed homes in Florida. For some reason, this website always shows the expensive ones, but you can see some multi-million-dollar homes in Florida. The median list price in Florida is $915,000. 4 beds, 3,200 square feet is kind of the average. So here's some homes in Florida that have recently gone pending. They're all they're showing us here all over $1 million, but you get down here, and this is where I think you start to see a pretty accurate representation. We have 3,800 square feet sold for $990. 2,400 square feet sold for $885. Crazy. And then you have a 2,300 square foot sold for $689. Here's some homes that recently closed, so are no longer on the market, no longer pending. $980,000, $769,000. A couple of the mid sixes. So that's some market statistics on Florida. I found this house. I thought it was a really, really cool looking house in Florida. 12801 Northwest 30th Avenue, 98685, listed at $915,000. 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,454 square feet. Built in 2004. I've been getting more and more not critical, but interested in these descriptions. And the reason I like this house, like the neighborhood, the reason I picked this one was right here. $400,000 remodel. So there's an open house today from 12 to 3. $400,000 remodel. Top of the line everything. The attention to detail in this home is second to none. 4 bedrooms, plus an office, plus a gym, plus a huge bonus room. Plantation shutters throughout main level. Completely remodeled open kitchen with Hayes cabinets, quartz counters, panel dishwasher, 6-burner griddle with wolf range with side-by-side oven. Built-in paneled sub-zero refrigerator drawers, 10-foot long island with tons of storage and eating bar, sub-zero wine fridge, and built-in coffee maker, massive pantry, main level laundry room with storage and sink, double door entry into your updated primary suite, walk-in closet, fully remodeled bathroom. I'm excited to see that. Tile floor, soaking tub, UV light fan, California closets, every closet, restoration hardware chandeliers and sconces. Efficient outdoor living with Trex decking, patio pavers, grass turf, and fire pit plumbed to natural gas. Awesome. Low maintenance yard. Really, what do you think, Troy? This is a really good morning, Uva. This is a really well written description. My monitor's just turned off and on, so hopefully we're still good. But really well written description. I'm excited to walk through these pictures. So here's a good idea of where it's located. There's Salmon Creek. Looks like it's close to maybe Teal Point, right in that neighborhood. Okay, you guys ready to look at some pictures? Uva, I think you missed some of my slides. Went to a very good local market forecast with WFG with Noah Bland. So we got to get together. I got to show you the slide deck. You'll nerd out on it. Okay, so there's our street view. You could almost put this in that Home Alone special we did, right? Entryway with those new floors, like the staircase, like the wainscoting. Lots of millwork around the door. Okay, so there's our plantation shutters. So this home's 20 years old. So it still has lots of character, but really, really updated well. There's the restoration chandeliers they were talking about, restoration hardware. Okay, so one thing I notice here is you look out your slider, your dining room, and you can see your neighbors. Not the end of the world, but it is something to point out. We're going to look at a home that does not have neighbors here next. Really like the woodwork. Okay, so there's our 10-foot island. Beautiful kitchen remodel. What do you guys think of the color of cabinets? Gray. We have a tile backsplash to the cabinets to the ceiling. Side-by-side wolf range and oven. Very well done. Got our microwave built into our island. Nice hardware on the cabinets. The interesting shaker pattern on the cabinets. There's our built-in coffee maker. Okay, built-in shelves around the TV area in the great room. We've got a gas fireplace. That woodwork, millwork around the fireplace. It's very nice. Got a ceiling fan. Okay, this looks like maybe our office. Here's our downstairs laundry room. Wow. So they brought those cabinets into the utility room as well. Very nice. Upstairs landing. Bedroom number 1. I don't think this is the primary. This home could really use some AI staging. I didn't know how I felt about it at first, but I like it. I like it when they show a room empty and then they show it staged with AI. Walk-in closet. Okay, here's our remodel bathroom. Wow. Very nice. I like how they have the same cabinets in here. It really bothers me for some reason. I know a lot of people, including Carissa, are going to disagree with me when the cabinets in the bathroom are different than the cabinets in the kitchen. I like it when they match. These are the same cabinets, but painted a different color. I really like that. Freestanding tub. Very cool shower enclosure. Okay, so here's bedroom number 2 with those California closets built in. That adds a lot of value. Bedroom number 3. Guest bath with dual sink in the vanity. With the matching cabinets. Like the subway tile. Okay, here's our huge bonus room. Okay, some things I noticed right away. As I drink my coffee here. I noticed there is a power outlet in the floor. How awesome is that? I noticed some speakers in the ceiling, so possibly a surround sound in the ceiling there. I don't think those cabinets are built in, but Definitely a great spot for a little bar and pool table, game room, movie room. Okay, we're a little out of order on these pictures. We're back down in the garage. It looks like they have a room built into the garage here. Troy, you could possibly use this for what? What would you use that room for? You could use it for an office, a workspace, 3D printing room. You could possibly turn it into a poker room. I love the garage on the side. Whiskey. I love the garage on the side. I think it adds a lot of character. Big 3-car garage. Fire pit. Now in the description, that fire pit is already plumbed for natural gas. So very cool. It looks like, to me, that looks like maybe AstroTurf. Very cool fire pit area. There's our Trex decking. Drone shot. Very cool. Very good drone shots. Okay. 400,000 remodel. Does it look like that house took a $400,000 remodel? I think so. I think they did a really good job. I think it's priced appropriately for 3,400 square feet with that remodel. You're definitely competing against new construction, right? All right, let's look at some numbers. Okay, I'm bringing back the temporary buy down. Some of you are familiar, some of you may not be familiar. I think with rates at 7.24%, a temporary buy down starts to make a lot of sense. What a temporary buy down, a 2-1 buy down, means is that we are going to ask the sellers to buy down our interest rate by 2% the first year. So we go from 7.24 to 5.24. In year 2, our interest rate will be bought down by 1%. So we go from 7.24 to 6.24. And then in years 3 through 30, we have the 7.24. It's still a 30-year fix. This is not an adjustable rate loan, okay? So you're still fixed at 7.24 for the life of the loan, but the seller is going to buy down our interest rate here for the first 2 years. So this provides us a couple benefits. One, it gives us kind of some breathing room to get used to a payment. Somebody that's in the market for a home like this is somebody with a family that's growing, that needs the extra square footage, needs the extra bedrooms. They're probably selling either their first home or maybe even their second home, and they're going to be rolling over some equity, but they're also, especially in this market, are going to have some sticker shock on that mortgage payment. I'm still not used to showing payments on a $500,000 home that are $3,500 a month. Okay, so there's going to be some payment shock here, so this gives you some time to get used to those payments. But it also gives the market time for interest rates to improve. And when they improve to a point that makes sense, we can pull the trigger on a refinance, locking in a rate hopefully in the low 6s, high 5s. Maybe even better, we don't know. But if market goes sideways and rates continue to go up, we do have that safety net of being locked in at that 7.24. So we'll walk through this, kind of show you how this reads here. Purchase price $915,000. We're going to put 20% down, which makes our loan amount $732,000. There's that 7.24 interest rate. If we look at a payment breakdown, principal and interest for years 3 through 30, $49.88. Property taxes on this home are $564 a month. Around $100 for homeowners insurance. For a total payment of $56.52. If we look at our closing costs, down payment is going to be $183,000. Rolling over some equity. Closing cost $36.91. Here is the The cost of that temporary buy down, $17,247. And this is where the sellers, under the contributions line here, is paying for that temporary buy down for us. So that's the cost of the sellers. Prepaid taxes, insurance, and interest, around $8,000. I'm not going to break that down. There's breakdown a lot on other videos. So go check that out if you want a further breakdown on prepaids. All right, so in summary, for the first 12 months, I saved $950 a month at $4,701. In the second year, I saved $486 a month with a payment of $51.66. And then for the remainder of the loan, I'm at $56.52. What do you guys think? There's lots of strategies on a home like this. This is just one. But like I said in the intro, maybe my mic caught. I know I was having some audio issues. 2025 is going to be the year of strategies and financing and buying a home in a smart way. And so here's one alternative to just coming in and buying a home with 30-year fix without exploring options. Okay. Moving on to house number 2. Let's see, which one do I want to do? Let's stay. I have one way out we're going to look at, so we're going to go to that one last. Let's go to Brush Prairie. Look at our market statistics for Brush Prairie, thanks to Gavin Huckins. Currently 38 homes for sale, average days on market 80. Compared to Philida, average days to sell 17, Brush Prairie 16. Okay, so still houses are not sitting very long in Brush Prairie. Here's some examples of some houses that are listed currently on the market. The median list price for Brush Prairie, $729,000. Here's some homes that have recently gone pending. Looks like a new construction for $650. 4,000 square foot home. Looks like with a view for $950,000. I think we might have looked at this one on the stream before. 2,700 square feet, 5 beds for $979. Median list price on properties that are in contract, $950,000. Here's some examples of homes that have recently sold. $979, $950, $647. Median sold price, $654. Okay. So now that we have a good understanding of the market, check this house out. $895,000, 15304 Northeast 181st Loop in Brush Prairie, 98606. 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,675 square feet. We're sitting on 0.6 of an acre, built in 1994. This is listed by Stacy Whitfield. Let's see what Stacy has to say. Beautiful Victorian style home located in the Cedars in Brush Prairie for sale. This home offers over 2,600 square feet. 4 beds all upstairs. A large but cozy master suite. It's always interesting where the properties are located. We looked at those ones in Idaho. They are all called master bedrooms. Here, you never get away with that. They should be called primary suites. With fireplace, vanity area, jet tub, extensive closet space, vaulted dressing area room, 2.5 bath, central heating, granite tile, oversized garage, typo there. There's some space there. Connected to the main house. It's second double bay garage with loft, fully drywalled. That'll be interesting to look at. Wraparound porch. It's country quiet. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Okay, so some things I noticed right off the bat. We have RV storage, which this current owner is utilizing. Got a very cool drive. Looks like it's asphalt. Awesome trees. You can see why it's called the Cedars neighborhood. Like the wraparound porch. You can tell this yard's been well maintained. We are in a neighborhood on a little over a half acre. Looks like we have a cell phone picture of your entry. Okay, I'm not going to slam on this real estate agent. I don't know her. I'm sure she's great. But we have some of the best real estate agent talent in Clark County on this live stream. Okay, if you guys are looking for a real estate agent, you've come to the right place. When you are looking at listing your home, this is the kind of stuff. Look, there's a lot of money involved. You're looking at a $900,000 house. Why are we looking at pictures taken with a phone? And they're in portrait mode. Okay, really not doing this front porch any justice. This is a really nice cedar front porch. Nice rail. Looks like hardy plank siding. But if this is my house, I'm wanting pictures that really demonstrate the especially in Brush Prairie, because in order to go out and look at this house, we're gonna have to drive out to Brush Prairie. I want to be able to really get a good idea of what it's gonna look like before I do the drive out. That's great. We have a deer here. View the deer. Okay, that's awesome. But let's see some pictures of the house, some high quality pictures. Okay, so this picture is showing us the front yard and the neighbors across the street. Again, this picture is not doing this house any favors. But we can get around it, right? As a shopper, you also kind of want to look for opportunity. This house isn't being represented well, so maybe it won't have as much activity as many people looking at it. But we do have a paved back patio. It looks like the garage is detached. Here's our garage. Okay, so you have a picture like this, and the first thing you notice is there is a car lift. Was that in the description? No. So now I have a question. Is the car lift included? Is it staying? Or is it go? You know, these are things that agents should be putting in the descriptions. And the first house we looked at, they listed out every detail that remodeled, so that when I'm going through the pictures match the description. You're right, Ufa. Somebody used a phone, and it's just kind of uncalled for in this market. But you know, we'll give Stacy the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to trash her. I'm sure she's a great agent. Maybe she had somebody else take these pictures. We have an unfinished loft. I'm assuming this is above the garage. But again, this would have been great to put in the descriptions. Our descriptions should be answering our questions that we have as we look at the pictures. Okay, unfinished loft above the garage would have been a great thing to put in there. Okay, so now we're inside the house. A little dated, but not bad. This home was built, I think, in 1994. Huge utility room with a shower. Good dog washing station. Okay, here's our living room, shot with a wide angle, zoomed out on their iPhone. But I do see, I believe that's a natural gas fireplace. We got tile floor and hardwoods. Looks like maybe manufactured hardwoods in the living area. Yes. Okay, we have two-tone cabinets. Not only are these cabinets two-tone, but they're different cabinets. Okay, these cabinets do not match these cabinets. I agree with Uva. I smell low ball offers on this house. But lots of opportunity. You can come in here and fix up this kitchen. There we go. There's some character. Cool little entry into the large dining room. Okay, this looks like maybe a family room they have set up as an office. Again, very confusing picture. Okay, here's our primary bedroom upstairs with that gas fireplace, cool windows, little on the small side, but we are only dealing with 2,400 square feet. Yes, very dated. Okay, here's our master. This would be a fun remodel. It's really hard to tell from this portrait iPhone picture, but we do have a skylight. You could rip out the tile, rip out that bathtub, and make it look like this. And you could use AI, right, to take a picture of that bedroom and have AI remodel it for you so you can get an idea of the potential. I just want to go back. You could make this bathroom look like this bathroom. But that's not an inexpensive remodel, right? We're talking 30, 40,000 just for the bathroom. Okay, so I think this is that dressing area she was talking about, large dressing area. It's kind of unique. Dual sink in the vanity. Kind of a weird closet, loft area. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Trago. This house is probably looking at a 200,000 to 400,000 remodel, if you wanted to. Okay, some people are okay with a little bit of data. Doesn't bother them. You know, this house doesn't need it. It looks like a solid house. I can't look at these crazy pictures anymore. It's making me frustrated. Because when you look at this first picture, this picture isn't good either, but doesn't that picture just make you want to go look at some beautifully taken, well done pictures of that house? So that was our experience. Now we're looking at $895. Okay. Very interesting. All right, you guys ready to look at some numbers? Kept it simple on this one. 20% down and 30% down. Kind of show you what happens if I want to put more than 20% down. $895 is our purchase price. With 20% down, we're at $716. 30% down, we're at $626. Total payment $5,506. 30% down, $4,896. For a savings of $610 a month. We go from $189 to $279 for our cash to close. So really interesting. Not sure what I would do here. Probably defer to my real estate agents, see how aggressive we can get. I'm thinking of that guy that wants to offer 20% under asking on every house. This might be a good one for him to start with. Okay, we are rounding the corner, heading into home base. We have one more. I didn't even realize the name of this, the street they're on this one. You guys will like this one. Okay, I don't have neighborhood statistics on Ariel, Washington, but we are going to 140 Sassy Creek Road in Ariel, Washington, 98603. For those of you not familiar, Ariel is outside of Woodland, on your way up to Mount St. Helens off the Lewis River Highway. So this home is located in between Lake Merwin and Eel Lake. So one way to get there is take the Woodland exit off of I-5, head up Lewis River Road, or if you are in the battleground area, you can take 503 all the way up to Ariel. So even though it is a ways out, pretty convenient location, right off of 503 there. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,334 square feet. So it is on the smaller side, but I know a lot of people, I've met a lot of home buyers over the years that are looking for something just like this, a small home on acreage. So we are only dealing with 1,300 square feet. This home was built in 2020, 2.5 acres, and from the looks of it, it looks like really flat, usable acreage. This home is listed by Tina Wilcox. Let's see what Tina has to say. Short description. Beautiful newer home with amazing design. Property is 2.5 flat usable acres, 3 beds, 2 baths, kitchen boasts quartz countertops, stainless steel appliances, built-in microwave, oven, and large pantry. Soothing built-in electric fireplace, lots of natural light from all the beautiful windows, attached garage, and a separate 13 by 22 shop. I mean, Troy, how many people have we helped over the years that are looking for a small house on acreage with a shop? Backyard is fully fenced, large fenced garden, newly planted fruit trees, beautiful sunrises, sunsets, plenty of wildlife surrounding the area. Okay. So you're getting, just off the bat, without going into these pictures, we're getting a lot here for $590,000. Okay. So it's got good curb appeal. Really, the house kind of really features the flat acreage. There's a drone shot right off the bat. So we have a circle drive. I wonder what's behind us here. Okay, nice front porch. Love the black windows. It's got that modern farmhouse vibe. Okay, manufactured hardwood floors. Looks like an electric fireplace. Kind of a cool great room. Lots of light. Nice kitchen, not a lot of cabinets. Looks like we have an electric range. A little on the small side, but for 1,300 square feet, I don't hate it. It is a perfect little house. Bedroom number 1. Looks like our primary. Single sink. Bedroom number 2. Guest bath. Utility room. Love the fully fenced backyard. It's our fenced garden area. Here we go. This wasn't mentioned in the description, right? These are the type of things that this should be in the description. This looks like a generator. I don't know what kind of generator it is. but that would be a great description. So we are running a propane tank. That was also not in the description that I remember. There we go. $18K generator. What do you mean by 18K? Is that the amount of power? I'm not a generator guy. Nice little bowl. Okay. Kind of a cool house. I really like it, guys. It's a great starter home, bachelor house. You know, you got a shop. Oh, there wasn't any pictures of the inside of the shop, was there? Interesting. I would have liked to see inside that shop. We're going to look at FHA compared to conventional financing. FHA, again, not a first-time homebuyer specific program, but really designed to help promote homeownership for people that are just kind of getting started. I definitely see this house utilizing an FHA loan. $590,000 is our purchase price. That would make our, with 3.5% down, it would make our loan amount $579,000. I'm not going to break down the whole payment for you, but we're looking at $4,360 all in. So our taxes, mortgage insurance, homeowners insurance, principal and interest, $4,360. Cash to close, $29,000. If I'm this buyer buying FHA, I'm going to come in here and ask the seller to pay for all my closing costs. I'm going to come in with just my down payment of $20,650. I think that's totally appropriate on a house like this. We want to put 10% down and get away from FHA. We do save $237 a month, but our cash to close goes up to $67,000. We can get that down to $59,000 by asking the seller to pay our closing costs again. But that is a big jump in our cash to close. If we want to go full 20% down, we're saving $727 a month, $3633. $127,000. There you go, $127,000 out of pocket on that. Okay, we did it. We covered a ton today. Went a little over, 953. Thank you everybody for sticking with it and watching. Any ideas for the streams this year? Any suggestion on houses? Any topics you want to cover? If you want to come be a guest, just give me a holler. Okay, I'd love some feedback on what we could do. Go out, enjoy your weekend. Come down to the coast and go clamming. It's beautiful down here. We'll see you guys all next Saturday. Goodbye.